we recognize the gifts of the earth and sharing that with our communities.
People are looking for better health. People are looking for ways to really connect with others, to form communities. So much of that is done around food and around the meal table. And so I think that's where it starts. But that's not where the questions end.
The mission of the Abundant Table is simple. It's to connect people, the land, and spirituality.
It's that reconnection with creation.
And celebrating the joy of that connection.
When you realize how wonderful your soil is, you value it as a resource, and when you value something, you want to steward it well.
The 4 legs of the Abundant Table are Join the Farm, the CSA program, Farm Education, Farm to Faith, and our intern program. CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. We provide produce for individuals and families.
When we started Join the Farm, we were really thinking about how can the work of our hands, how can our labor support our vision and our values.
Focusing less, I think, on the consumer and focusing more on what the earth can grow, what can be grown sustainably for the land and also for the farm workers and for the farmers. So there's that give and take, that understanding that these growing practices are better for the earth, but they also mean that you consume what the earth can grow.
It's a subscription program, so people pay in advance, and then every week they get just a beautiful, bounteous box of fresh produce.
Delivering that produce around the county to families, there's that direct relationship that I think people are craving with their food.
Mi nombre es Reina Ortega y soy la farmer.
And I really work really closely, kind of hand in hand with Reina. Reina is in the field and communicates what we have, how much, and then I'm communicating that to and coordinating the sales of that produce to our different markets. Elise, hey! Some really exciting things are on the horizon for Ventura County in terms of school districts collaborating and aggregating their produce needs, and it's so wonderful to be a part of a farm that's been participating in those conversations so that we can be a part of that movement in the county to grow farm to school. We're starting to sell to Peddler's Fork, restaurants in Calabasas.
What part of the mint do we use? The leaves.
Farm education is a really important part of what we do.
Our sort of belief is about reconnecting and revaluing the earth and agriculture. So a main way to do that is to bring kids in our community and all members of our community out to the farm. So we do field trips, we do community trips, we have different farm trips for our CSA members, we have different educational programs, Farmer in the Classroom, where we go into the classroom, and especially in Ventura Unified School District where we're growing their carrots, we go in there and tell those students, thank you for being some of our best customers, and you should be proud to know that you're a part of this really awesome local food movement, and they feel proud that they're eating vegetables that come from a local farm, and they're excited to know the farmer and know the place where it comes from. They feel part of this place, and feeling part of this place and feeling that this food that you eat comes from this place and that you are not disconnected from it, but you are absolutely a part of this soil, this earth, these mountains, this water, the sun. It awakens that sense of belonging, and I think when you feel like you belong and you feel connected, it changes the way you see yourself and how you're a part of your community and your earth.
They get excited about it and they want to eat vegetables. And when the kids get excited about that and they go grocery shopping with their parents, they start kind of coaching their parents on healthy eating too, and there's a chain reaction.
Healthy plants, healthy bodies, cheers!
Join the Farm is making a name for itself as the farm to school farm, and for me that's just really what it's all about.
You go fill your egg carton with the soil that's in that wagon, and then I'll give you a seed packet.
Me gusta pensar que esos niños, mis zanahorias van a llegar a esos niños, que tal vez sus padres no sé si por ser pobres o por no tener mucha información como yo, nunca van a comprar esos productos. Y eso me da mucha satisfacción y es como yo veo, puedo cambiar el sistema.
The spiritual aspect of the Abundant Table is not limiting and it's not sectarian. It's really it's an invitation for people to participate in the values that the Abundant Table holds up. One of our main goals is simply to bring people together.
The Episcopal Church really focuses on the idea of communion and coming together to remember the stories of our tradition that talk about like reconciliation, that talk about connection, that talk about justice and peace, and just bringing about a world that we all want to live in.
Mis conexiones fueron cuando yo llegué aquí, conociendo personas como Erin, pasando tiempo con la tierra, entendiendo el sentido de respeto por la tierra, porque como una farmer convencional, trabajadora del campo convencional, veía la tierra convencional. Producción, producción, producción. Y sí, realmente mi punto de vista de respeto de tierra ha sido aquí.
So I think it'd be great if we all got our hands in here and harvested some wheat.
The internship program is all about, I think, reconnection. So you go from ideas about how food grows into getting your hands dirty, doing it in community, doing it with a community of faith and a support system to be able to experience the joys of growing food, but also the real challenges of what is working on a diversified, sustainable farm.
A year of service is a great way to reframe your lifestyles.
But the Abundant Table has completely impacted my life, mainly in how I look at food, and just I didn't expect that going in. I'm just kind of seeing the world with new eyes.
I think people are hard pressed to really find answers in their lives, and when they join together, that forms a movement for some kind of change and some kind of positive growth. And at the Abundant Table, that really started with a small group of people asking those difficult questions and wanting to be part of that positive growth.